Hey my internet sisters, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be discussing how to create a personal development plan. So stay tuned. So everyone is pretty familiar with when you're at work, you do a performance improvement plan. If you have some areas of improvement, or if you have a career goal that you're trying to accomplish, and you need a clear path to get that done. So it not only says, you know what, why do I need this plan? Where am I going with this plan? It gives out a clear, goals that need to be accomplished in order to completely fulfill that actual plan. And it has space for your manager or your boss to come back and give you feedback, and for you to make changes, revisions, and then repeat the process all over again until you have accomplished those goals so that you can move on to the next thing. So that is exactly what a personal development plan is. It's you setting up and you being the CEO of your life and setting up clear goals in order to accomplish an area that you want to develop in or to just improve in. All right, so let's go on to number one. First thing that you need to do in order to create an effective personal development plan is, figure out why you need a plan. Figure out what that thing is that you want to improve in, that one area or two areas that you really want to improve in. So that's the first thing you need to do, is figure out the why. Okay, so once you have figured out the why, the second thing you need to do is to write down a clear vision for what you want to accomplish. So if you decided that, the area that I want to focus on is health or fitness or finances or your career, whatever it is, it could be anything. You want to write a book, whatever it is, you want to write out a clear vision. And because you're only dealing with no more than 2 habits, okay, I would not suggest you going on and thinking of more than 2 habits, but you want to be able to make sure that you're accomplishing your goals. So you're setting up a vision, and that is clear things that you should be recognizing and you should be putting down in your vision. What does your outcome look like? So if it is your finances, I want to be debt free, and I want to pay off my smallest debt first and work my way to my largest debt. I want to do this over 2 years' time. So that is, a clear vision of what debt free looks like. So now you have your why. You have now clearly written out the picture of what what it looks like to have this improvement in your life. Now you have to set some goals. In order for you to really be effective in this process, you want to set up only 3 goals in order to work towards that area of improvement. 3 goals are manageable, they're attainable, and you will be able to clearly, if you fall off, because life happens. So in order to keep yourself from feeling anxious and keep yourself calm through the process, give yourself some compassion as you walk through this improvement process, those 3 goals that you set up, if you fall off, you'll be able to say, you know what, I didn't do this to get there. So, you know what, let me backtrack and do better. Number 4, you want to create a weekly action plan. Creating this weekly action plan is giving you an opportunity to actually pay attention and spend time. So that means that you are going to select a certain amount of time, which I would suggest a half an hour to an hour of time each day, so that you can work on that goal. By setting yourself up with a weekly action plan, it will allow you to really see change more incrementally. Daily, you're not going to see it. Another part of how you can create a personal development plan is really putting together supportive habits. Things that can help you sustain, and when you aren't able to maybe do it on that day or for a couple of days or maybe a week, set up supportive habits. What are you doing in the morning? What is your morning routine to help you achieve that improvement? What is your evening routine? So those habits are very important. So if you want to lose weight, not preparing your meals or not preparing lunch, do you know where you're going to get a healthy meal from the next day? Okay, making sure you set up habits so that you can definitely be successful. The sixth thing that you need to do in order to create a personal development plan is to do the 4 R's. And those 4 R's are reward, reflect, revise, and repeat. Those are the 4 R's. Right? And with that, what you want to make sure is that you are celebrating your small wins. Some people keep a journal. By keeping that journal at the end of the night, what did you do well? Okay, so that's your daily, hey, what did I do well in accomplishing the goal that I have, so that I can improve in this area. So you want to make sure that you are celebrating the small wins, and you are celebrating your large win. The next one is reflect. Okay, so in order to reflect, you have to make sure that you think about what occurred that day or what occurred that week, and reflect on, you know what, hey, how did I miss the mark? What did I do? What happened? What occurred? How was I feeling? You know, you want to look at all of those who, what, when, where, and why, and hows in order to ensure that, you know what, tomorrow, what can I do to make sure that maybe some of these things do not affect me? Or what can I do in order to go through it a lot more easily and not fall back on what I have planned for my life? The next one is revise. So this is where you have to have compassion in yourself. By having compassion, you can see, you know what, by looking at it, okay, you're rewarding yourself, yes, and you're reflecting on whether or not, you know what, hey, you know what, I need to change this. Because sometimes, girlfriend, I can tell you right now, I can start something off, and I mean, I could have this beautiful plan, a beautiful plan. It could be laid out, flattened, and everything, creases, no wrinkles in that plan. But then life happens, right? Life happens to all of us. And when life happens to us, what happens? We are doing something, and then all of a sudden, we no longer can do that something. And the reason why we can't do that something is because, guess what? We may have to revise the plan. We get that slight wrinkle. We get that change, that shift. It could be your health. It could be something extra in your life that has been added. You could be, you could receive a promotion at work, and now you're traveling all the time. So what are you going to do? So you may have to revise your plan. And as you notice, I didn't say stop it. You don't stop. You just revise. And that's having compassion, being able to have compassion with yourself that, hey, sometimes you have to make those changes. All right. Now, the last one is repeat. You do all of that, and then whatever works, you repeat it. Don't change it. You keep moving. You revise what doesn't work anymore or isn't working or can't work, but you repeat what is working and you continue and you move on. Those are your 4 R's. Reward, reflect, revise, repeat. And lastly, one of the things that I want to encourage you to do is to be patient. Set the expectation that, you know what, I have to be patient with myself in accomplishing this improvement. It will not happen overnight. And girlfriend, if you think it is going to happen overnight, your feelings are going to be real hurt. Real hurt, I'm telling you. So be patient. Be patient in the process. Be patient with yourself so that you can be successful in accomplishing your goal. Whatever time frame that you set, you may have to revise it. But as long as you're progressing and you're moving forward, and forgive yourself if sometimes you fail and you fail forward. Things are going to happen. So make sure that you forgive yourself in the process. All right, so those were 7 things that you can do in order to create an effective personal development plan, and so that you can improve in those areas that you have been wanting to improve in. All right, so in the comment box below, let me know what would you like to improve in, that one thing that you're looking to improve in. And as you walk through your journey with this, you know what? You're not alone. And remember, you're doing this because you want to be a better you than you were yesterday. All right, and don't forget to tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend.